another Elite Strength and Conditioning video. Today, I'm going to take you through a series of stretches for lower body flexibility, all yoga-inspired stretches, okay? So the first one we're going to start out with here is what's called a first base stretch, okay? I'm working on my hip flexor starting out, so I'm going to get a nice half kneeling position, back toe curled underneath. I got my right foot, my right ankle positioned just in front of my right knee. And all I'm going to do is keeping my chest up, keeping my chest pretty much motionless. I'm just going to drive my hips forward and reach up to the sky and just let those hips press forward. Feel that hip flexor stretch. Hold this for about a 20 to 30 second count. And then you're going to proceed to the second part of that stretch. What I'm going to do there is I'm going to go into that same stretch. I'm going to put my back toe up on the wall, curled up on the wall right there. The closer I scoot my knee back to the wall, okay, the more this is going to stretch. So to intensify this stretch, I scoot this knee closer to the wall. Same thing, reaching up, driving forward. Now I'm going to get this stretch down into my quad. So I'm moving from my hip flexor down my quad and into my knee as I reach up and stretch forward right there. All right. So you got first base stretch, hip flexor, and quad. Stretch number 2 is going to be the pigeon stretch. I'm going to start with my right foot right out in front of me and my left foot tucked or extended right back behind. So I've got my right leg bent. I'm sitting on my right hip, my left leg back, and all I'm going to do is very carefully, I'm going to shift my chest over my foot as much as I can right here. As I do this, I'm trying to press on this side. I'm trying to press my right hip flat to the ground. My right glute is sitting flat on the ground. I'm turning my hips, I'm squaring my body up, and I'm trying to bring my chest up, okay? You're gonna have to start off down in this position and over. As you get better at the stretch, you're gonna center yourself up and raise your chest up, okay, to your proud pigeon right here. All right, that's number 2, pigeon stretch. All right, number 3, we're gonna go right into our half kneeling hamstring, okay? Also called a runner stretch. So I'm gonna curl my back toe under once again. Right knee is locked out in front, toe curled back, and I'm just gonna pretend like I'm diving over the barrel. I'm gonna dive over the barrel, I'm gonna take my forehead to my knee, and I'm just gonna breathe as I let my forehead make that connection to my knee. Once I've got it as far as I can go, I'm going to shift my hips this way to intensify the stretch. So I'm just gonna give a little hip shift to the left, keeping that right knee locked out, forehead trying to touch the knee, holding that position, okay? There we go. All right, final stretch for our groin, quadruped adductor stretch. I'm gonna widen out my knees right here, and I'm gonna bring my toes outside my knees right here, so they're externally rotated. All right, I'm gonna go down to my forearms, and I'm just going to shift my hips back over my knees as I slowly slide my knees out. And just let my hips sink down as I breathe into it. Toes pointed out, hips pressed back over the knees, sinking straight down to the ground. You can even kind of slowly scoot your knees apart to increase the stretch. Hold that. You can hold these stretches for anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute, maybe even a little longer. Just make sure every time you come out of one of these stretches, you got to come out of it just as slow as you got into it. So take your time getting in and out of these 4 stretches, okay? So we've got the first base stretch, the hip flexor and the quad. Okay, we've got the pigeon stretch for our abductors. We've got the runner stretch, all right, for our hamstrings. And then finally, we've got the quadruped adductors, okay, right here for our groin and our adductors. All right, stretch right there. So you're going to encompass all areas of the hips right there to help with knee, hip, and lower back flexibility and mobility. All right, so give that a shot after your workouts. See if it doesn't help alleviate some of that pain that you've been having. All right, good luck. Thanks a lot for tuning in.